All right, we had some fun, but now it's about to get down to the nitty-gritty. I need everybody to come forward. Y'all ready? I need everybody to come forward. Everybody come forward. Come on. I got another surprise for you. Come on, let's come on down. Hey, if you're sitting down, come on. Come on, let's go. Leaders, I need your help. Let's go. Come on, here we go. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? This is one of my favorite songs. This is like, when I say one of my favorite, like it always brings a smile to my face. I need y'all to practice with me. Everybody smile like this, go. I want you to go, yeet, yeet. No, I just smile and go, yeet, yeet. Because normally we'd be like, yep, but today, because we're country, is yeet, yeet, okay? Now I need you to smile. Everybody smile. I see that smile. Let me see that smile. I see that smile. Brosky, I need to see that smile. There we go. Colton, let me see that smile. That is not a smile, sir. There you go. I can't see your smile. You look like a bandit. Y'all ready? Ooh, I like the bass. Are y'all ready? Are we ready? I need some smiles in the room. Okay. Better smile at me. That's your smile right there. You better smile at me. Here we go. Y'all ready? You better smile. Let's see them teeth. There you go. Y'all ready? Listen here, Linda, because it's Western Wednesday. I ran out of horses to sell.
guys, welcome to Hype. I'm Eli. We're about to go into worship, and I just want to let you know that worship isn't just raising your hands or squinting your eyes at the altar. Worship is the way you live for God. God put us on this earth to worship Him. He can't worship Himself. So I want to challenge you guys tonight not to worship God with the way you move your hands, but to worship God with your life and give it your all tonight.
Your truth, knowing that your perfect grace has brought me to this.
these bones to live, call these lungs to sing once again. I will praise Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. You silence fear, Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Silence fear, Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Your name is a light that the shadows can't deny. Your name cannot be overcome. Your name is a light forever lifted high. Your name cannot be overcome. Your name is a light that the shadows can't deny. Your name cannot be overcome. Your name is a light forever lifted high. Your name cannot be overcome. Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Silence fear, Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Is a light that the shadows can't deny. Your name cannot be overcome. Your name is a light forever lifted high. Your name cannot be overcome. Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Silence fear, Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Silence fear, Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus.
Magnificent the name of Jesus truly is, and how much power there is in just that one name, and how much glory and how much healing can be brought from just that one name. Because He is such a good, good Father that whatever you're going through right now, He's going to bring you through it. And not only is He going to bring you through it, but He's going to bring you stronger through it. Because He is just that good, and He has that goodness in your life, and He wants that goodness in your life. So let's just sing the name of Jesus tonight, and just remember how good He is, and how faithful He is, and even through the darkest times, how faithful He is. Thank you, Jesus.
Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Silence fear, Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Silence fear,
not everyone in this country, not everyone in this world can stand here and worship His name freely. And we've been granted that. I thank you, God, right now for allowing us to just feel your presence here, God, and worship your name. And I pray that Pastor Jamie can just preach an amazing sermon, God, and we can just feel every word of it. Your Holy Spirit move through us right now, Father God. Ever in heaven, Lord, I pray. Amen.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Tommy here. I just want to say welcome to Hype, aka helping young people excel. One of the things that we try to instill in our students here at Hype is our mission statement. It's developing a community of students who love God and who love life. Stay tuned.
You make me feel like it's candy rain in 95.
What are you talking about? Would you just like make it out with someone? Yeah, so? So? You can't do that on church grounds. Does hugging count? No. I thought you just said no PDA. What's up, bro? Welcome to Hype, bro. What's up?
Just remember that God allows you to hit rock bottom. Hey! 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 No talking, do this!
Run.
Hey, welcome to... What in Jesus Almighty is this? Hey, Brother Bob, look what we got here.
What donations? Kids today. What is donation?
That's right, sing my soul, boy, and the Holy Ghost.
Hey, can we go to the restroom?
Yeah. Man, I gotta pee.
Did you go to the restroom? They tell you not to come to the bathroom during service. You didn't listen to me.
I don't know about Sunday school. What do you mean? I think it's marvelous. What the heck is trash? How is it trash? I mean, who the heck wants to get up that early, dude? I mean, 2:30 is not that early. I guess. Actually, Sunday school is why you get closer to college, you know? That actually makes sense. Duh, I had to sleep in then. Anyways, I heard they give off free donuts and coffee, man. That's good then. Alright, sounds like fun. I have diabetes. You have diet what? I have diabetes! Okay.
Yeah. What's up?
Stop what you're doing and look to your neighbor. Now look to your other neighbor. Do you know everyone's name in this room? As a family, you should know everyone. So get out of your comfort zone and welcome everyone in.
For me, I gotta try it, I hate it, I do. And every time I try to act.
Yo, what's up everybody? Devontae here. Pastor James loves to say these awesome quotes called Jamiism. Every day is a new day. At the end of the day, it's all going to be about your mind, your heart, your life, your choice.
Yeah. Oh,
Y'all
wow,
know what a
my
coochie
mic is
sweater is?
working.
Hey, y'all like those announcements? Those are pretty dope. I love it. Hey, if you were in those announcements, thank you. If you want to be in announcements, get with the program. We need more peeps. Now, I need to know who's dressed up tonight.
Wait, hold up. You're not talking right. We're not. Out it.
Dang, one time I was telling y'all back out in the wilderness.
9.1 cada ceiling. Oh, sorry.
Good. Check it out right now, y'all, man. Without my country voice here. My belt buckle done came off. I want to show y'all something.
What are you doing?
You see this belt buckle?
Okay.
This belt buckle is as old as I am. My daddy done picked this belt buckle up. My daddy done picked this belt. I was almost born in Alaska, and my daddy done picked this belt buckle up because he thought I was gonna be born there. And then that's my country belt buckle right there.
Were you on the movie Cars?
Lightning McQueen's my best friend.
That's actually pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. That's actually really good. I can't even talk.
Daggum. What you talking about, man? What you talking?
Where's my?
I don't want to take too much more time, but I want to talk to y'all real quick. Who dressed up like a cowboy or cowgirl?
Or a cowgirl?
Come on down here real quick, y'all. I got me another gift card for the best
dress. Or as us Tejanos.
Let's see here.
Let's see. Nice.
That does not count.
Nice.
It is Western, but
can we get the house lights on? Day.
Where's all my cowboys and cowgirls?
Day was wearing boots. Yeah.
Now check this out right yonder. Now I want y'all to know I'm doing this because it's fun. You wearing boots? You better get. Hey, those are some boots right there. Get up there and show everybody them boots. You got some hot pink and black boots over yonder, man. Now come on now, sister.
Where's Patrick?
Patrick, where you at?
Come on, Patrick.
Come on, man.
Come on, Patrick.
George, come on, man.
You got the most expensive boots out here.
I'm going to tell y'all tonight, because this is not just for the students, this is also for the leaders. They didn't know I was going to do this. You see, I'm going to do 2 gift cards.
Ooh, take it. You beat me to it, man. I was going to say that.
No, I'm doing it. I get to say it. Which one of your gift cards you going to give?
Oh,
what?
How much are we talking?
How much we talking? Should we do 2 gift cards? One for the student and one for the leader?
Ooh, I like that.
Say that means we're eligible.
Nah, we're not eligible.
We're not eligible?
We're not eligible.
All right, here we go. So we're going to start over here. Now,
should we start with students first or leaders?
Students or leaders?
Leaders. All right, leaders. Come on up to the front, leaders.
Leaders, come on down.
Leader like a leader, not like a leader like you drink. Come on now.
We got some ladders up
there. We
yonder.
go. We got Jorge. We got Patrick.
We got some light skin boots. We got some snake skin boots. We got some cow skin boots. We got some pig skin boots. We got some red skin. We got a new sheriff in town. And we got Tommy's boots. They got some blood on it. I done seen it one time. We got some other boots out yonder.
Nice. All right, here we go.
I killed an alligator to have my boots.
All right. When my hand goes up, y'all go woo. All right, here we go. My hand goes up. My hand go up.
Is that Darius Ruckner?
Wow, you're out.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! All right, here we go.
Let's do it again.
Let's start again.
Do it again.
That was really loud.
There was like no girls.
That was
all
delayed.
guys.
Oh my goodness.
Wait.
All right,
Go
Mister.
back over Tommy, go back over Tommy. Y'all know what to do when you go over Tommy. Do it again. Go over Tommy again.
Tommy. All right, Miss April goes front. Jazz go up to the front. Here we go. This is the battle of the ladies right here. Here we go. When my hand goes up, y'all voices go, woo! And we got a winner!
We got us a winner!
We got us a winner, Miss April!
Gift card, Miss April!
You get yourself a 25-ounce steak.
25-ounce steak?
I don't know.
Leaders!
Russ would be happy.
When we do these dress-up things, y'all might want to come dressed up because you can get you a free $25 gift card.
All right, here we go.
Students.
Right.
We'll do the ladies first.
Oh, so
all
we're
the fellas over here, all the ladies over here.
All the ladies.
Fellas over here. All the fellas over there. All right, here we go. Now, Pastor Sam, when your hand goes up, what do we do?
Woo!
Hand goes down, what do we do? Shh. Here we go. Y'all ready?
All right, my hand goes up. Y'all voices go.
Yeet, yeet.
All right, here we go.
That was weak. Come on, let's do that. Wait, go back. We got to start over.
Start all over.
We got to start over. This
all right.
involves everybody, okay?
All right, here we go. All right, here we go.
That's Cowboys.
I mean, we weren't specific.
We weren't specific.
We weren't specific.
It's technicality.
We weren't specific. All right, here we go.
I should have worn my jersey.
My hand goes up.
Look at those boots on her. She's coming.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Hold up. Ashanti, give me one of your boots.
I'm not strong enough.
All right, hold up. Ashanti, stand up there so everybody can see them boots. Look at this.
Look at them.
Woo! Buy $700 right there. Buy $700 right there. Woo! All right, here we go. My hand goes up. Y'all voices go, woo! Okay, so her.
Down to those two.
And who? And Ashanti?
Ashanti.
All right, everybody else, I'm sorry, but you are second place.
And then we'll narrow it down from the guys and these two.
You're in second place, but you're in first place in Jesus' heart. Amen.
That's technicality.
Nobody said amen.
Let's go to the guys now.
That's messed up. All right, here we go. Y'all bring it in.
No, you got to go to the guys now, and then we do them all.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's not two there.
All right, my hand goes up. Y'all go, woo! All right, here we go.
Did you put your hand over his head? Let's do that again.
All right, my hand goes up. Y'all go, woo!
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, and
I think it's Matthew. I think it's Colton, and I think it's these two down here that were loudest. So we're going to compete between those two and these four.
All right, so who?
You do have a squat.
All right, I'm sorry, Bandito.
All right,
wait, Matthew, you over here. Matthew,
you're still up.
You survived.
Another one.
All right, my hand goes up. Y'all voices go, woo! All right, here we go. So you? Oh. All right, here we go. My hand goes up. Y'all say woo. Oh. Pastor Everett does counseling on Monday mornings. I'm sorry. All right, we got 2 right here. We're gonna go with her, and we're going with him. All right, everybody else go take a seat. You're in second place, but you're in first place in Jesus' heart. Amen. All right, here we go. Hold on. We gotta do like a draw, like.
Oh, let's have a shootout.
Where's your gun at? Come. Stick 'em high. Oh, you're too slow. All right, here we go. When my hand goes up, y'all go woo.
My ears hurting on this, Shad, because I do.
Hey, I just want to let you know the way our bank account is set up, there can only be one winner. All right, here you go.
Wait a minute.
That one hurt. I know. But I see people yelling for both of them, which is confusing me. They're both great.
I'm listening.
But I need you to pick one.
I got my listen meters on.
Here we go. Dance off.
We ain't got time for no dance off. Let's go.
Hey, DJ, play some music.
We ain't got time for no dance off.
Yeah, we do. We got 2 minutes.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Here we go. You got this. You got this. Come on. Come on. Come on, DJ. Give me something good.
Turn on the Miley Cyrus song.
Come on, let's blow these new subs up. I mean, not blow them up. We just got them. I mean, like, turn it up. It's all good in the hood. You got this. People believe in you.
Let me teach you how to dance to this, okay? So it looks like this.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago.
That's called the cabbage patch.
We got this.
Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe,
all right, here we go.
I'd been married a
Let's
long time
go.
ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go?
What's the guy?
From Cotton Eye Joe.
Hey, 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 hey.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago.
Oh!
Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
What you got?
Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago.
What you got? Oh! She's running away with it! And we have a winner! All right, that was good. That was good. Winner! After service, we'll have your gift cards.
All right. Yeah.
So I believe we have. Do we have an announcement video? No? Any more videos? You like my boots? These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. These boots are made for walking, and they'll walk all over you. Y'all want to hear a funny story?
The ping pong tournament has come 7th and 8th. That's going to be a Tuesday night at 7 p.m.
Holy snake, he's Batman. Speak clearly.
Sam, what are you doing?
Oh, my bad. I guess I shouldn't be writing these poems, but I should be preparing for the ping pong tournament that's coming to Abundant Life on November 7th and 8th. That's going to be a Tuesday night at 7 p.m. and a Wednesday night after Hype Student Ministries. Now, who all can register? You can register if you're a part of the Misfits, if you're a part of Hype Student Ministries, and if you're a part of the Mix. The registration can be found in the description below, but the deadline to register is going to be November 1st, so make sure you register before then. Also, there'll be a $1 fee, but that should be nothing because the cash prize for the winner will be $100. So come out, practice, and let's win that money. Don't forget, the link is in the description below. Happy practicing.
There's a video. There's a video.
By adding your own whenever you want. Add your own videos to bring your site to life. And connect your social channels in a click. Feel confident in your website.
Right there, I want to make that my backdrop when I'm preaching. Tonight we're doing a one-off sermon. It's called Me, Myself, and it's Me, Myself, and I. You see that? You see the I? It's amazing. Listen, it is amazing how an I can become something that is underlined using the I, and it changes the entire flow of what you're showing. Ye all read that Me, Myself, and Hype. Some of you, that's right, Me, My Selfie, and I. Now, I want you to understand, in the graphic world, in the graphic design world, you can make most images by changing a filter. How many have Instagram? Who's got that Insta pic? You know, the thing that's hanging out there on the line. You know, you got your selfish page, and you got your MySpace and your face page, and you're hanging out there on the world wide webs of evils. You all have a Facebook or Insta pic. Who's got an Insta pic? That's an Instagram for those of you like, you know, you're smart people. No, you know that you could change a picture just by putting a filter on it, right? How many of you have ever taken a picture and been like, that is just terrible. That makes me look fat. And then you change the filter and you're like, oh my gosh, it makes me look thin. Some of you are like, some of y'all on Snapchat and it's got like a thinning filter. That's what I put on. I'm wearing a girdle right now. So I want to just kind of talk to you guys tonight about me, myself. What is it? Me, my who? Me, my selfie, and I. Oh, you want to see some selfies? You know what makes me laugh? Don't start showing them just yet. Whoa, you're out of order. Way out of order. What are you doing? I said don't get them out of order. Golly molly, they're numbered. I know. Don't get them out of order. I'm going to drop kick all 17,000 of you in that booth. All right. You want to see some selfies? I love looking at some selfies sometimes because there are some crazy people. Have y'all ever seen some crazy people put some selfies out there on the line for us to look at? Like, you see some crazy selfies. Can you show number 1? That is a crazy selfie. Can you imagine taking a selfie and that happening? Bro, I would need a new bathing suit. I would have used number 1 and number 2 in that very moment. I would have made myself unappetizing to that shark. Now that's crazy. That's a crazy selfie, right? But then there's another type of selfie. You ever seen this type of selfie? Go to the next one. Oh my gosh! I'm scared of heights, and my stomach is a little woozy right now. Anybody ever want to do that? When I have to hang Christmas lights, I'll call you. Okay. Go to the next one. Check this selfie out. That can't be safe. It ain't, they're on the ground, but that window shouldn't open. Do you know how fast jets go? Exactly. Faster than 700 miles an hour. That would like take your face and be like on steroid. All right, go to the next one. How does he do that? Somebody tell me. It's what? He's got the force, man. He's got the force, bro. Go to the next one. Why do people do this? Why do people put tape around their head and make their nostrils come out and their lips be like, what's the point of this? She'll look like Kim Kardashian, possibly. Go to the next one. That's a cool selfie. Isn't that a cool selfie? How many of y'all would love to go surfing and catch yourself doing that in a rip pipe, right? Hey, I've been surfing before, and I taught a wave who's boss. I laid on it, okay? I flattened that wave. It never came back at me like that. But that's cool, huh? Now check this next selfie out. Anybody know who that is? Anybody know who that is? That's Casey. It's so funny to see what I find on Facebook. Y'all want to see some other funny Facebook selfies I found? Go to the next one. Pat next door. All right, go to the next one. That's Sam at Fine Arts. All right, check this next one out. Check this next one out. Hey, Tommy, you got yourself a little birthday puppy over there. Tommy. Go to the next one. Then you got Sam. What is he thinking? Look at that beard. All right, go to the next one. Hey, look at that guy. That's one good-looking dude right there. I had hair. You know when that was? That wasn't that long ago. Longer than that. All right, go to the next one. I found a waterfall when I was out in the wilderness hunting. Go to the next one. Can you imagine that? Pictures are a little out of order, but that's okay. Go to the next one. Oh, look at me. You know where I was going there? I was literally hanging out the truck in the mountains. I was up in the Rocky Mountains. And what you don't know is, you see that tree? You see the tree line right here? The mountain went like this. And I'm like, look at me, everybody, look at me. And there's nobody there to look at me because I'm taking a picture. So that's why go to the next one. Look at that good-looking guy right there. Now, that was my cowboy stage, so you can say you seen me as a cowboy right yonder. What happened to the beard? It annoys me, so I shaved it. Do I have any other pictures, or is that all of them? That's all of them? You can go back to the other video links and just pause it on where it says me, myself, and selfie. Now here's the thing. I showed you all these pictures. That was I spent a week on horseback. It was a lot of fun. I took a lot of pictures, and I had hair and was in shape, rounds of shape, so I'm still in shape. But, you know, selfies, and I had hair. Now my hair just ran to my goatee. It said, I don't need to be up her, so, you know, get it? I don't need to be up her. Get it? So selfies, who knows when selfies were created? Anybody know the year when they became an actual word, selfie? $1810. No. 2003. Who was born? Who was not born in 2003? You sit on throwing lies, Willis. Check this out. Since 2003, the word selfie has been getting more and more popularity, and you have people doing crazy poses. Like, you know what makes me laugh is some of these poses that they do. Like, I love all my junior high guys, and my high school guys, and it's real funny. But when I was in high school, we didn't have FacePage or MySpace or Instapic or any of them stuff. We just had a camera with film in it, you know, and you're like, click, click, and then you took it out and you took it to Walgreens and had it developed. You know, I'm old, okay? That's what we had. So you didn't waste your film. You weren't like, let me just take 1,000 pics. Like, you're like one pic. Okay, you better smile when I take this picture. Don't you mess with me. I only got 24 shots. Don't you mess with me. I'm going to do this one time. Family pictures were like crazy. Now it's like you got kids running around like all willy-nilly like, ah. It's okay. We can edit them in. We're good. We can Photoshop them. It's like things have changed. Like the word selfie wasn't even created. Isn't that crazy? Yet society, listen, society has taken it and has used it for a lot of different purposes. Some are funny, but most of the time it's a cry for us to be liked and proven to be liked. What do you mean? Have you ever seen videos on Instagram where they're like, if you really like this, tap this, and then they'll say it again, tap it, and then they say it again, it gets you to double tap, and it tricks you into double tapping, and you're like, I just double. That guy's smart. He got me. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times. Anyone got that reference? That's bad. I'm old. That was George W. Bush. Anywho's, a lot of people are using selfies to be proven that you are liked. You see, it always amazes me to see some things I post that get like no likes. And then some things I post that get a lot of likes. And then some things I think I post that are going to get a lot of likes get like 2 likes. Apparently, I'm not liked. That's right. Now, here's the thing. I'm not a big social media guy. Now, for work, we blow social media up like crazy. That's how I get that's just what I do. But my personal Facebook, it's like few and far posts and in between that I post. And it always amazes me. You see, when I got on Facebook and when I got on Twitter and when we got on Instagram, you see, I was there when it all started. MySpace was cool back in the day, and I was like one of the first users on MySpace. I even had Tom as a friend, okay? You had Tom as a friend too? Everybody had MySpace, had Tom as a friend. But here's the thing. A lot of people, and correct me if I'm wrong, use these media devices, these social media outlets, and what it ends up doing is they portray their life to be better than it is. So people will like them on Facebook or on Instagram or on Snapchat or whatever it is. Do you know that there are people who have businesses? You ready for this? They have businesses that have created algorithms to where you can buy friends. You can buy like. I have a competitor who when we grow organically and we caught them, overnight, they increased by 200 friends and 500 likes. How does that happen overnight? You buy them. Here's the thing. And you know how you can find out if someone bought friends? In 60 days or less, the algorithms that the program is written behind, whether it's Instapic or whatever it is, it will delete them because it will find that it's not a real person. There are people that create profiles and then sell those profiles to the highest bidder. All because people want to feel important, want to be proven that they are liked on a device that nobody ever gets to see the true person. Do you know how crazy that sounds? Yet we all do it. Have any of you ever altered a picture and then posted it? Have you ever seen a magazine and you're like, man, how do they look this good? It's called Photoshop, okay? I can give you a tutorial. Like, it's crazy what they can do in Photoshop. But the reality of it is that's what our society says is good. That's what the level of society says must be. Now, here's the thing. For a lot of people, they post based on how many likes they're going to get. A lot of you, myself included, have done that. If you've posted based on trying to get likes, raise your hand. Come on. One second. I'm going to say a prayer. Lord, I pray that when I say this, that those that are sinning, Lord, will be shocked down with some fire and some electricity from heaven. Should I keep praying? Or y'all gonna, okay. Now I'm being funny, but the reality is don't lie in church. How many of you ever posted something hoping to get likes? Every one of you, if you've ever posted or posting to get likes, that's the whole reason you post. That's why there's a like button or a heart button. Have you noticed there's not a dislike button? Oh, I didn't. Okay, one that actually works. I'm not talking about YouTube. I know it's on YouTube. I'm talking about the rest of them. You ignore them, I know, but they don't know that you're ignoring them. That's the thing. Listen, it's a natural, it is natural to want to be liked and accepted, so the fight is not unnatural. But when we let the feelings and desires dictate our actions and happiness, it can get bad for us really fast. Do you understand what I'm saying here? It's a fine line between what is reality and what is not. And too often we live in what is not. Me, my selfie, and I. You ever seen Captain Hook with Robin Williams? It's all about me, me, me. What about shmee? Does that sum it up? In the same sense that we're talking about here, we have the opportunity in life to get wrapped up in emotions. And the problem with getting wrapped up in emotions based on who likes us, who doesn't like us on a social media outlet. You see, when I was a kid, if someone didn't like me, they just told me, I don't like you. Now when someone doesn't like you, they'll say, hey, it's cool, yeah, cool. And then they go back to their computer like, I don't like this person. I'm yet to have someone who dislikes me or say something negative on Facebook tell me to my face. I don't know why. I'm not a scary person. But apparently nobody wants to tell me to my face. Like, I can remember thinking I had this really cool shirt and I wore it and nobody told me it. Everybody's like, that's a really cool shirt. So I wore it more. And then I found out they were making fun of the shirt I was wearing on social media. So I went to the person and I said, why did you tell me you liked the shirt if you really didn't? Well, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. You know what I told this person? Well, I think you're ugly. I'm kidding, I didn't tell them that. But I made it a point to explain to them, when you tell me to my face you like something, and then you go over here and you do something counteractive to that, one of the opportunities there is a lie. Which one is it? Exactly. But here's the thing. We hide behind the computer. We hide behind the computer, we hide behind the tablet or the phone in hopes that people will like us there or dislike us, and we don't care. We talk bigger than we really are when someone doesn't like us, and we talk bigger than we really are trying to make people like us. Whoa. Me, my selfie, and I. You see, the concern about something like this is, let me tell you the good and the bad. Concern about something in particular is okay. Worrying about something is bad. So to be concerned about something in your life is okay, it's good. To be worried about something in your life is bad. Loving someone is good. Lusting over someone is bad. So we need to keep our desires we need to keep our desires to be liked by others in check. Because here's the problem. If we don't keep it in check, we don't keep it under control, that is the fight that we deal with, and too often we lose that fight because we were more concerned with what other people feel and like about us than the reality of, do they really matter? You see, some people in your life matter, but most don't. What? Did I just say that out loud? Here's the thing. When I graduated high school, or since I graduated high school, I think I've seen maybe 10 people I've graduated with since 2001. I said 2001. I graduated a long time ago. I spent every day with these jokers. I played sports with these jabronis, and yet I haven't seen them since. Think about it. Think about it. I spent more time worrying about them liking me for 4 years, and since I graduated, I haven't seen them once. You ready for this? The girl that I really liked in high school that I was more concerned about impressing, I haven't seen her since I graduated. I haven't thought about her since I graduated. I don't care if she's seen my Facebook since I've graduated. I don't care about her life since I graduated. Why? Because I don't care about her. I'm not being mean. We don't have a friendship. We don't have a relationship. I married someone 10 times hotter. Hey, hey, hey. That's all I got to say. But the reality of the matter is, I invested 4 years of my life to impress someone that all these years later doesn't matter. Who are you trying to impress now that doesn't matter later? Now listen. Loving someone is good, but lusting over someone is bad. We see, listen, this is the fight we all have to deal with every day. More than the fact that we have to deal with this every day, we have to deal with it every moment of every day. How many of you, don't raise your hand, but just be real, be honest, be true, okay? Be truthful with who you are. I want you to think. Put your phones down, stop chitter-chattering, stop writing notes, stop playing games. I want you all eyes on me, all eyes on me. Hype on 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now listen, now that I got your attention, look to your neighbor and say, are you listening? Look to your other neighbor and say, are you listening? Now listen, this is going to be good. Not only do you deal with this every day, but if you deal with insecurities, and let me just be frank with you, I deal with insecurities. I'm a pretty confident person, but I deal with insecurities. So I know that if I deal with them, I have to assume that you deal with them. So now that we've leveled the playing field, not only do we have to deal with these things, but we have to think about them. And every time somebody says something or does something that causes us to remember or spark that fire or spark that interest or talks about what we're insecure with, it hits us like a load of bricks. How do we deal with it? Now think. You see, tonight I'm going to give this, we're going to see 3 demonstrations, 3 ways this is demonstrated, okay? Now I'm going to fly through this, and I mean fly through this. I don't have a whole lot of points. I got a page and a half of notes. Say amen, brother. Now listen. Number 1, if you're taking notes, this one's really, really hard. Me. Me, that's it, just write down me. Me, get it? Me, M-E, me. Me, get it? No? It's normal thinking about a life all about me, me, me. What about shmee? It's normal to think about me, not you thinking about, that's gross, you thinking about me all the time. Think about yourself. Selfish. Listen. How many of you think about yourself more than everybody else? We got like 12, 15 honest people in the room. Just, here's the thing. You know how I know this is normal? I've got 3 little ones. I've got a 2-year-old, I got a 4-year-old, and I got a 6-year-old, okay? And here's the beauty of it. They're all selfish. Let me tell you how my kids are so selfish. You see, Jacob, my oldest, he's 6, he wakes up at the butt crack of dawn. Butt crack of dawn, I said that, that's right. He wakes up really early, and you know what I hear? I hear this. Dad. My face is here. His breath is hitting me. Here. Dad. Scoot over. I came to snuggle. okay. And I go to scoot over and I hear, Dad, I'm laying here. Titus is already in the bed. And I say, well, scoot over. Jacob wants to snuggle. I can't. Noel's here. It's my bed. Why are they all in my bed? And they all come in at different times, and you know what they say? Dad, I want to snuggle. Listen. My kids are selfish because they fight over who gets my arm. They fight over where they get to lay in the bed. If I buy one a toy, I have to buy them all a toy because if I only buy one toy, World War X is happening, okay? And it escalates really quick. It doesn't matter what the toy is. Here's a colored pencil, kid. Oh, thanks, Dad. Where's my colored pencil? Titus like rips his shirt off, starts flexing his pecs. He's like, give me that pencil, Jacob. Right? You think I'm kidding. Here's the thing. You spend any time with my kids, you're going to realize really quick, they're really cute, but they're really selfish. They only think about themselves. Living this way and letting the feeling control you will lead to a life of isolation and separation. Do you know why that is? Because in the real world, nobody cares about you. No, let me explain this to you really quick. You ready for this? You see in high school and junior high, everybody's like, I want to invest in you and I want to mentor you, and the day you graduate, bro, what can you do for me? It's like you live in a commercial of UPS. What can Brown do for you? Listen. At work, I have employees that come to work and they give me their sob stories, and you know what I tell them? That sounds like a personal problem. And I'm not being mean. I'm not being rude. They're paid to do a job, and if I sell a job and they don't perform to finish the job, I'm the one stuck fixing it. I don't build lockers. You don't want me building nothing. If you've ever seen me build something and I get mad, I throw drills, I throw saws, I throw 2x4 planks, I'm throwing 12 gauge, whatever you would call it, nuts and bolts. I don't build stuff because I have no patience. Emma's looking at me like, what is wrong? It is a personal problem. It's an anger problem. How many have ever seen me build something and no, don't get in his way when he's building something? Listen, that Gaga pit almost cost someone their life. Now listen. Shh. It's funny, but I know it's an issue, okay? Now listen. Shh. Listen. In the real world, nobody cares about your petty problems. My dad grew up telling me this. I'd say, Dad, I got this problem, and I tell him about it, and he goes, oh, it sounds like a personal problem, son. That's where that comes from. But I don't say it to them like, wow, that's not my problem. I say it as, that's a personal problem. I'll help you figure this personal problem out as long as you're going to help me figure out the problem of you not doing your job right. I never said I fired him. But the understanding of everyone that works where I work is, yes, there may be personal problems, but how do we overcome that personal problem and get the job done? At the end of the day, it's get the job done first, then deal with the personal problem. Unless it's a life-threatening thing, that's a whole other story. But just because you woke up with a tummy ache doesn't mean I care about your bowel movements, okay? Just because you got a little runny nose, stick Kleenex in it and get to work, right? The reality of where I'm going is you need to understand, I'm being blunt, I'm being brash, I'm being truthful and honest with you. The world don't care about your personal problems. But you know who does? God. Now listen. Adam and Eve chose themselves over God, and it led them getting what they wanted. Independence. A life by themselves. All about themselves, separated from God. You see, in the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve walked with God, talked with God, and then they sinned. And in Genesis 3:23 it says, so the Lord banished him from the Garden of Eden to work the ground from which he had been taken. Living a life for we is better than living a life for me. You see, there's more than me in this world. You see, now that I'm married, it's we, it's my wife and I. Now that I have kids, it's my wife and my kids and I. You see, but I am here, so it's Hype and I. Oh, it's Hype and I. You see, Philippians 2:4 in the English Standard Version says, let each of you look not only to his own interest, but also the interest of others. Do you understand how important that is? Have you ever been around someone in your school that's so self-centered you don't even want to talk to them? You don't even want to be around them. You go to tell them your problem and they interrupt you. You're like, I'm having this problem because this guy, and I just kind of, oh my gosh. It was just like, well, let me tell you about what I'm having a problem on. It's like, I was just talking to you. Let me tell you what's going on in my life. You don't even understand, right? Anybody know that person? Am I the only person that knows that person? Okay, do you want to be around that person? No, but do you want to be around the person that's like, makes you feel good about yourself? Do you want to be around that person that always makes you laugh? How many of you want to be around that person that literally makes you laugh every time you're around them? Especially when you're having a bad day. You see, number one was me. Number two is my selfie. I need you to understand about number one, living a life for we is better than living a life for me. But if number two says my selfie, if life is not about me, then the other side of the spectrum is life is about how other people see me. In this scenario, we begin to live our life based on how other people view us. Have you ever done something to impress someone? That's what this is talking about. Have you ever been like trying to impress this lady, fellas, and you're like, oh, she's like, on a scale of 1 to 10, she's a 12. And it's like, oh my goodness, she's like a two dime piece over here. And you're like, oh, I'm going to walk this little elderly lady across the street and I'm going to do this right here. And you like walk her across the street and then you pop your chest out and you're like, see me walk her across the street? And the girl's like, and? I don't know her. No? Am I the only one that's ever done that? My selfie, okay. Listen, okay, I'm being silly. But Galatians 1:10 says, living to be liked is not really living. What? Let's go to Galatians 1:10. That's paraphrase. So turn in your Bibles to Galatians. Paul wrote Galatians. He wrote 13 books in the New Testament. In the process of writing 13 books in the New Testament, he wrote the most of the New Testament. Now, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, right? Now, if you go to Galatians chapter 1, you ready for this? Verse 10, it says this. Obviously, I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be Christ's servant. What? Whoa. There should be a like button for Christians on Facebook, right? It says, I'm a Christian, and you can like it because you're a Christian. No. I meant just for Christians. Other people can't click it. You see, here's the thing. This always leads to compromise. If we don't have the pure facts, the pure motives, the understanding of what we do and why we do, that leads to compromise. Why do you play the sport you play? Why do you act in the play that you're in? Why do you work where you work? Why do you even do your homework? Because my mama told me she's going to kick me out the house if I don't make B's. Well, let me tell you something. When you're in college, D stands for degree. You just don't transfer, so you don't get D's, okay? Because you waste your money. But where I'm getting with this is, what's your motives? What do you do what you do? I was told to. Well, why do you do it? You have free will. What if we took this verse? Obviously, I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. What if you did everything for the approval of God instead of man? What if you lived your life and doing everything that you're doing is wrapped around, is my life pleasing to God? Not to my coach. I love watching coach. And anytime there's a football game or a basketball game, I actually I reached out. My coach reached out to me from high school. I hadn't talked to him in 10 years. 13 years. He reached out to me and says, we're gonna get together for lunch next week. I'm so excited. Not because I get to see my coach again, but because I get to have the encouragement from the coach that invested in my life, that changed me into who I am. You know what I loved about my coach? I'd make a great play, and I'd go sit on the bench, and he'd go, good game, Weiss, good play, Weiss, and he'd slap me on my back, and I'd sit on the bench. And when I made a bad play, it's all right, Weiss, we'll get it next time, Weiss. We got you, Weiss. Whoa, did you hear what happened there? Despite what I did, he encouraged me. if a coach loves me enough to do that in my life, how much does God love you? Think about that. I'm nothing to a coach. I'm not blood. I'm a dude that can quit at any time. I wasn't faithful in that perspective. He couldn't trust me because he didn't know me, but he encouraged me. What about God? That's why his approval is so great. Number 3. So number 1 was me. Number 2, my selfie. And number 3, can you guess it? And I. Living for myself is bad. Living for others is bad. What then should I do? Oh, let's play on words. What then should I do? What should you do? That's a good question, Joaquin. I'm glad you asked that question. What should you do? The answer is the hardest and the easiest of all of them combined. We should just be who God created us to be. Is this not what we just talked about, Joaquin? Is this not what you walked into my office and I told you before you even knew I was preaching this? Isn't it funny how God ordains your steps? You see, I had a completely different message lined up for tonight, yet I listened to the Holy Spirit and this is what came out. No. Listen. Don't clap for me, clap for him. Listen. The answer is the hardest and the easiest. What should I do? Be who God created you to be. We should just be ourselves and let God's approval lead us. You see, the fear of being me, this is me talking, when I was your age, the fear of being me kept me from being free. You see, I went through a phase where I thought I was black. I went through a phase where I thought I was a preppy. I went through a phase where I thought I was just grunge. I went through a phase where I thought I was a cowboy. This hat is over 12 years old. That's right. I used to rope steer. I used to ride bulls. That is the dumbest thing I think I could ever do. I grew up in the inner city. I was a kid that grew up in a neighborhood with a fence and an alley. What business did I have riding a horse? I didn't even know what a horse smelled like until I got out there the first time because I didn't grow up with it. Yet I was confused because I was too worried about pleasing everybody else than pleasing God. We should be ourselves. The fear of being me kept me from being free, and I would assume it's keeping you from being free. So how do I free myself, and how can you free yourself and be okay with that? It's simple. You ready for this? It's a process you start. It's a journey you take. Galatians chapter 1, when you jump down to verse 11, it says, "Dear brothers and sisters, I want you to understand that the gospel message I preach is not based on mere human reasoning." Verse 12, "I received my message from no human source and no one taught me. Instead, I received it by direct revelation from Jesus Christ." So in other words, you need to meet Jesus and he begins to change you. You need to learn about yourself and who you are and how you were created. Do this with peers, parents, coaches, pastors, teachers, people that you look up to. If you jump down to verse 15, it says this, "But even before I was born, God chose me and called me by his marvelous grace. Then it pleased him." Wait a minute. You mean I'm not a screw up? My life actually pleases him? Yes, he says, come as you are. He doesn't expect you to be perfect. He doesn't expect you to be complete when you come to him. Verse 15 basically says it's a process and only one that will, it is a process and one that will be an example to others of what happens when you accept what God did for you and how he made you. Let me explain how this works. Until I accepted who God made me to be, I didn't have a leg to stand on because I have nothing. I am nothing. Because I've accepted who God made me to be and I've embraced the call that God has on my life, you're here. Not anything I've done. I've just accepted who God made me and embraced the calling God gave me. And I'm faithful to his word. Not worrying about impressing you, but pleasing him. Some of you may say, well, whoop-de-doo. Well, here's what I would say to those who don't understand what that really means. How many people do you know? Take it for what it's worth. How many people do you know have 75, 80, 200 people on a weekly basis want to come and say hi to that person? How many people do you know have 75, 80, 100, how many people are here on a weekly basis, come to them and say, I'm really glad I'm here. I love it when you give me a hug and say, I love you. I'm not saying that because I'm saying, look at me. I'm saying that because God has a calling on your life. And the Great Commission is to go into all the world, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Has nothing to do with Atanza, you playing on the field. Has nothing to do, Emma, with you on the stage. Has absolutely nothing to do with Willis, what you're doing in school. It has absolutely 100% nothing to do with you, Day, at the work that you do. But you know what it does have to do with? What you do when you're there. Lexi, why do you drive all the way from Mansfield every Wednesday and every Sunday? I would venture to say it's because hype. I would venture to say it's because what God's doing in your life through hype. Which would venture me to say me, myself, and I in hype. Oh, now it goes from an underline to an I in hype. Wait, I'm in hype. Wait, you're in hype. And you're in hype. And you're in hype. And you're in hype. You make this what it is. You create the experience that people have when they walk through these doors. Let me explain this in a different way, and I end with this. Treat it the way you want it to be, or it'll never be that way. Treat people the way you know you should treat them, or you'll never please God that way. You see, someone once told me, God's gift is your talent to you. How you use that gift and that talent is your gift to God. Are you using your gifts and talents to please God or please man? Because here at Hype, you don't got to please anybody. You just got to be you. You just got to be free and allow God to work in you. You see, here at Hype, we're a family. It's not about me, me, me. What about me? If you're going through something, we want to be there for you. If you need someone to talk to, my leaders and I are here for you. But I would hope that you are there for each other. And I'll end with this. How many of your friends need the same thing you have here? Who are you shortchanging by not telling them about the love of God in your life and how Hype has helped get you closer to God? Lexi, how many does your car hold? 5. You got 5 friends that need God in their life? That's 1. You see where I'm going with this? Cooper, how many does your car hold? 4. Plus you? You could take 4 people from SGP. You see where I'm going with this? How many of y'all got your parents have cars? I would venture to say, unless it's a sports car, it holds at least 3 to 5. That means your parent and you can bring 3 friends. That's not about filling seats. That's about changing lives. Don't be selfish. Be about kingdom work. Can we do that? All right, let me pray and I love you. Lord, we love you. We praise you. We give you tonight. Lord, I pray that the words that were spoken, Lord, that were modified and changed, Lord, for these students in this moment and this day, God, that it would be for your glory, not ours. God, I pray that we would leave here changed with a different mentality and a different way of thinking about life, thinking about how we do things, and thinking about how we can please you with our life and our day-to-day life. Lord, I pray that you give us the courage and the strength to do that. We ask this in your name. Everybody says? I got some gift cards here real quick. Next Wednesday is our fall festival, so there's no hype, but we will be outside. There'll be inflatables and games and stuff, so come hang out then. In 2 weeks, listen, shh. In 2 weeks, not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, we're going to have a whiteout. That means everybody wear white, all right? Like, I'm going to wear white shorts with a white T-shirt, and I'm going to find some white shoes, okay? I'm going to show my white socks off, all right? Listen, yeah. So in 2 weeks, remember, it's a whiteout. I have 2 gift cards. If you want the gift card, come get it.
try and take like half. Yachty, SA, get your hand up out of my bag. Look, my dad, I still ain't call him back. My pad, a pen bought me that. Then I spaz in your comment section, I black. My bad, my account must have got hacked. I know you mad, I ain't mean it, yeah. Cause I ain't text you back, but I tweeted, yeah, my bro, I know that you had to see it. Cause you send emoji faces all mad to my DM. Look, your t-shirt got rock and roll. You don't listen no rock and roll. I'm about peace like adios. My shirt off, that sock goes. Run the track, Dominoes, all Adidas on me. Oh, you holier than thou? I tell Jesus on me. Yeah, judo, chopstick. Judo, drop kick. And I judo, chopstick. And I judo, chop.
Ayy, lo-fi. Streets of LA, baby, now you up on Sola. Johnny, I never ever saw my solar. Look like Easy in that low ride, yeah. I'm first, I'm last, it's St. John that mass. My neck, my back, I put cream on that. My wrist, that wrist, let's make something compact. My tape, let's turn that to a plaque. My babe, that babe, I'm going ape on this track. My wave, you can't surf on that. Behave, boy, don't you know you black? Okay, I will when white G's come back. Alright, I took the mark at a high beast. Mob with my bro like I'm Isley. Chances I quit are unlikely. I lead a mic on an Ivy. Still with the league like it's Ivy. Let them decide that's O'Reilly. Up on the 5 in the 5 speed. I pull away if they try me. Judo, chopstick. Judo, drop kick. And I judo, chopstick. Judo, chop.
You're crazy.
Please clap.
How many sides does a pentagon have?
5.
What causes disease?
Bacteria.
How many letters are in the alphabet?
26.
Take your...
Okay guys, like I mentioned before, we have to work together.
I know you guys are working, we got a new song. Feel free to turn up by yourself, independently, or corporately.
Magic and I know the way.
Such a good song. We gotta do a video. If we don't get a video for that song, we'll eat your beard. I'd let you. Where's Zeke? Zeke, he's supposed to write a treatment for us. Zeke! Where's this kid? 10K a year. You think he'd have some pep in his step? Guys, I'm and we need.
On and popping, Andy passing, call that Stockton. All of a sudden, labels jocking, asking for another option. Coppers asking why I'm speeding minor league. Major Deegan, try and take them to the precinct. Lawyer say you need a reason. Spot the kid on Spotify. Seen the numbers, they don't lie. Yellow birdie in the logo. We on 2 plus the Ocho. High stakes in my funds low. Honeymoon in the bungalow. No shirt, just the gun show. Man, I'm flexing on my exes. I'm in the pocket like bread. Magic and burn like the 80s. Starting but don't try and play. Then I went go fuck them sways. Two-tone in the paddock going, that's beach and navy. Hasselhoff in the slow-mo, that's extra wavy. And I wrist. I know there's opposition, but it's switch. I know you seen them do it, but not like this. Money make you or it break
who I do it for. Yeah, I do it all. Yeah, this right here for the kids. Yeah, I know what they want. I'ma give them what they need. Yeah, I been real from the jump. I don't like fake round me. Throw dudes like Kyrie. One girl, no side piece. I call that fine by me. Living like I'm never gon' die. Hate you, man, I know they gon' try. You don't never pay them no mind. If you did, they have a gold mine. If you like what you like, then you don't need no cosign. No business, this show business. Stay on demand and it's showtime. I'm in the pocket like Brady. Magic and burn like the 80s. Kobe, I might put up 80. Look on their Jesus can save me. I know the way, I know the way. Look, ain't nothing to say to me. I'm about to break, I'm about to break. Somebody can pray for me. I got this great in me, I got to get it, cause that's what I made to be. I cannot focus, man, I got the ADD. I'm getting bigger, just look how she played at me. Don't get lost in the sauce. Take that from a veteran. Like a doorbell when the Spanish home is on everything. Surfing, no waves, I do it for the kids.
They wanna know who I do it for. I do it all, I do it all, I do it for the kids.
They wanna know who I do it for. I do it all, yeah, I do it for the kids.
If we don't get a video for that, I'll eat a bag of light bulbs right now. I'll eat a chicken live. I'll eat that TV right now. I'm good for it. Say I won't. I'll do it.
I will eat ground coffee beans for a month. I will